Okay, the YouTube is live now, so if the people that have been trying for baby for many years are here, kindly. Oh, what I did now. Okay, what about here? TikTokers, is the board okay? I think that's the best I can do. Now, welcome everybody. Everybody get your books out, okay? And we'll just get it started straight away. Welcome. So, if you've been, my name is Edith, by the way. If you've been trying for baby for many years, it doesn't matter how long you've been trying, it doesn't matter if you have diagnosis or not. The most important thing you have to do is to just listen, okay? Listen. It doesn't matter if you've done IVF before, and it doesn't even matter if you have another IVF coming. The most important thing is for you to listen. If you have IVF coming up, okay, and if you adhere to the rules, to the do's and don'ts I will be mentioning later, then your IVF will work, okay? But if you go up and down doing whatever you like, that IVF money might just be a waste of your money, and it might just be a waste of your time. So listen carefully. I'll be writing. After writing, then I'll do my explanation, okay? Now, so welcome new students, welcome old students. If you look at the board, I've written, I better write that properly so that you guys can see it. So, women try to conceive and baby boy. Guys, by the time I start my explanation, okay, we go deep, you understand why I am saying baby boy. That is because the method for people that have been trying for many years or for trying for a baby yields high chances of baby boy. So meaning that most of you that will be following the method that I will be teaching today will end up having a baby boy or baby boys. Again, the method I will be teaching increases your chances as well for multiple births. So just in case, nobody should ask me how to have twins. Edith's method of natural gender selection automatically qualifies you to have high chances of having multiple births. Okay? Now, let's get it started. Now, if you look up These are the things that will be required of you, okay, if you're trying to have a baby using the Edith method. Number one on the board is Clear Blue Ovulation Tester. Now, if you're going to be trying for a baby, or if you've been trying for a baby and you don't have ovulation tester, you might have been making huge mistakes all this while, okay? Now, I understand that in the market, there are many kinds of ovulation tester. But the one that I'm most familiar with, that I've used over the years, okay, for my own self and then for other people that have helped, is Clear Blue Ovulation Tester. Like you all know, I have 5 children. I have 5 children, boy, girl, boy, girl, boy, and they are all born August and September. That's because I chose them like that. So, having said that, I've been teaching this for over 20 years. However, I've never taught it on internet like this. I only just started maybe around end of April stroke early May, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so for all the people that I've been dealing with, I've been using Clear Blue Ovulation Tester. There are many other kinds, but the one I recommend is the Clear Blue. And then not just the Clear Blue, because Clear Blue themselves, they have many other ovulation testers. So the specific one, the particular one I would like you guys to use, I already did a video, okay, in the store, and I pinned it on my TikTok page. So if you want to see the ovulation tester I'm talking about, the Clear Blue, the one that says 4 plus more days, okay, that's the one you want. 4 plus more days. Go to my TikTok page, okay? I did a video, you will see it there. Make sure if you are buying, that's the one you buy. Or better still, on my TikTok page, okay, under my profile picture, you will see link tree. Click on the link tree, you will see Amazon. Click on the Amazon. I've uploaded few ovulation testers. I uploaded the 10-6, the 36 most especially, and I will recommend that people should buy the 36. Why? So that you will have more than enough sticks for testing. And again, God forbid, if you do not get pregnant the very first month, at least you will have more than enough ovulation testers to use the following month. Okay. Now, the one I uploaded on my Amazon storefront is currently on offer, meaning that it's far cheaper than the 26 you would get anywhere. Again, you are free to buy it in any store. It's not an advert. I was not paid to advertise. However, the link I shared is my Amazon storefront. So it doesn't matter whether or not you buy through my link. As long as you have what I've asked you to get, that's okay with me. Okay? And then while you are there on my Amazon storefront, also make sure you buy Clear Blue Pregnancy Tester. Why? Because you will need to test for pregnancy exactly 2 weeks after your ovulation. Now, some people will say, oh, Edith, I don't think I need ovulation tester because I always know when I'm ovulating. I always feel the cramps. No, that is not a yardstick to measure ovulation. When you are ovulating, you won't even feel any cramp. That cramp is just trying to tell you, hello, Edith, you are about to ovulate. Hello, Edith, you are about to ovulate. But with the use of ovulation tester is the single most important tool, the only tool that can tell you are ovulating at the comfort of your home. Meaning that whether you like it or not, you have to just get one. Again, some people will be like, oh, Edith, I really mean it. Definitely. I always see cervical mucus. I know when I'm ovulating, I get to see the cervical mucus. And hello, cervical mucus is not an evidence of ovulation. Cervical mucus can actually appear during the anytime during your cycle in the whole month. It can come at any time. Okay, so saying that you are seeing cervical mucus, that is not. It doesn't mean that you are ovulating. Okay, it can come after your period, it can come during your period, it can come any time of the month. Okay, when you are ovulating, you can still see cervical mucus. However, you do not need cervical mucus in order to get pregnant. You do not need cervical mucus in order to be ovulating. Whether your cervical mucus is visible or not, that does not stop you, or that will not stop you from getting pregnant, and that will not stop you from ovulating. So whoever is spreading that false narrative has to be apprehended before they cause terrible catastrophe, causing people anxiety or depression, or people to be unnecessarily worried because they are not seeing cervical mucus. Please, there is no more mention of cervical mucus. That is not an evidence of ovulation. Okay, so if you're not seeing your cervical mucus, you can still get pregnant and even have twins. So no cervical mucus should be mentioned here from now on. What does that mean? You will need to get your ovulation test. That's a must, and that's non-negotiable. Okay, so the next on the list is folic acid. Every woman of childbearing age, or any woman that is actively having sex, you need to get yourself folic acid. Just 400 micrograms of folic acid. Why? Folic acid is very important because it helps to prevent birth defects. Birth defects, many kinds of birth defects. For example, spinal bifida, having a baby born with a very abnormally big head full of spinal fluid. It will not be your portion in Jesus' name. Another one is, oh, somebody's calling me. I don't know who that is. Another one is cleft palate. When baby is born with a cut on the upper palate like this on the lips, and then you'll be seeing that teeth through the nose. Something as tiny as folic acid would have prevented that kind of thing. So please ensure you are taking your folic acid at least 3 months before you start trying for pregnancy. Or if you've not been taking folic acid, you must start from today, from this minute, go and get yourself your own folic acid so that you won't end up telling stories that touches the heart. Another thing, folic acid can help to a certain degree prevent miscarriages, early miscarriages. These are miscarriages that happen especially during the first trimester, or even as far as when you are a little bit past the first trimester. Okay, but that is if you will adhere to the do's and don'ts that I will be mentioning later on during the teaching. Okay, now again, you don't need prescription to get folic acid. You can walk into any reputable pharmacy and ask for folic acid. Again, you are just taking folate, just folate. Just folate is generic name, folic acid is trade name. So you are just taking folic acid, finish. Not folic acid with B12. No. Just folate, just folic acid. I didn't say folic acid with vitamin D. You don't need vitamin D except maybe is winter season, or your doctor have recommended that you'll be taking vitamin D, and that is during winter, not now, not summer season. Except maybe you are in a cold environment and you'll be trying for baby during the winter, then of course you can take folic acid with vitamin D. But this method, you have to avoid medication as much as possible. So walk into a reputable pharmacy, especially if you're living in Africa, for example, Nigeria, where there is a lot of fake medication, please. Okay, and again, you don't need prescription for folic acid. All you need is the tiniest dose of folic acid, which is 400 micrograms of folic acid. Now, again, you can still find out through my link tree on TikTok. Underneath my profile picture, just click on link tree. Then you will see Amazon. Click on the Amazon and you will see the folic acid. Now, the next, again, with folic acid, lest I forget, Do you know folic acid? If you're a woman and you are in your late 20s, early 30s, stroke late 30s, and you are not married yet, okay? And you're believing God for a husband, make sure you are taking folic acid. Make sure you are taking folic acid. Why? It will help ensure that your fallopian tubes are clean and clear, and it will prevent your fallopian tubes from blocking. Now, I don't mean people that their fallopian tubes are blocked already. If your fallopian tubes are already blocked, okay, you have to go to your doctor, discuss that with your doctor, who will then make a referral to a specialist where they will discuss a treatment plan that is specific to you. Now, the next on the list is what you need is iron medication. And if you can notice here, I've put in red, if indicated by your doctor. What does that mean? Not everyone will need iron medication. You would only need iron medication if you've been to your doctor and they carry out FBC, which is full blood count, and the result returns that your iron level is low or that you are anemic. That means that you will need iron medication. Again, like with folic acid, for iron medication, you do not need any prescription for that. You can just walk into any reputable, take note of the word reputable pharmacy, and get yourself iron medication. Again, if you're short of iron or if you're anemic, is actually very dangerous, especially when you are embarking on the journey of pregnancy. Please, because you can easily collapse and hit your head and die, or something strange can happen to you. You'll be feeling faint all the time. The baby might not get enough nutrients, thereby even the conception might not take place, or even if it takes place, it can be lost. So make sure you are not iron deficient. Okay? Again, if you are not iron deficient or you are not anemic, you don't have to take iron medication. Okay? Now, next on the list, and my most favorite part, is the avocado. Okay? Why is avocado on the board? Avocado is God's giving gold to every human being on earth, meaning that whether you are rich or you're poor, you have access to avocado. Avocado is extremely rich. It contains nearly everything the human body requires to function. Okay? But we're going to be discussing avocado in regards to conception. Avocado is good for everyone, boy, girl, men, women, young, old. It doesn't matter what your age is. But I'm going to be discussing about avocado strictly based on, conception. Now, why is avocado required in our teaching? Avocado is extremely high in omega-3. Avocado is very high in vitamin E. Avocado contains folates. Even though not very high, but at least we're taking our folic acid. Avocado is extremely high in alkaline. And guys, you know the fun fact about alkaline. Where you have very high alkaline levels, cancer doesn't like alkaline environment. Do you know another thing that doesn't like alkaline environment? Tumors. Do you know another thing that doesn't like alkaline environment? Cysts. Another thing that doesn't like alkaline environment is diseases. Okay? Another thing that doesn't like alkaline environment is unnecessarily getting sick all the time. If your body is very high in alkaline, you won't be getting unnecessarily sick. Okay? Again, our avocado have numerous vitamins and minerals, numerous health benefits that I have not mentioned. However, we will just stick to the most common one that people tend to go and start buying all these things in the store and as a means of saying that they are getting supplements. You don't need that. If you're sure you're following Edith's method of natural gender selection, avocado and folic acid is the only supplements and medication that you require. And these two are your prenatals. Those are the supplements that you need. Now, in regards again to what we are doing, something that likes alkaline environment is the XY chromosome. The XY chromosome likes alkaline environment. What does not like alkaline environment? The SS chromosome, which is the chromosome responsible for baby girl. Therefore, if you are planning or if you will be planning for a baby girl, avoid avocado. Avoid this number 4. You can follow the rest. You can follow number 1, 2, 3 if you are planning for baby girl. However, if you are going to be following for a baby boy, you are doing all 4. Avocado should be your best friend if you want baby boy. If you have history of PCOS, avocado should be if you have PCOS, avocado should be your best bet. If you have fibroids or history of fibroids, or you've had surgery, fibroids surgery, avocado should be your best friend, because fibroids again doesn't like alkaline environment. Okay, so if you have fibroids, just increase your avocado intake. Now, because this Edith's method of gender selection doesn't like unnecessary use and abuse of medication and concoction, which naturally God designed conception to happen naturally. It's supposed to be a natural occurrence, or it should be done, the process should be natural. I'm going to use this opportunity to ask that, since you have decided to embark on this journey of conception using Edith's method of natural gender selection, that you get yourself this bag. If you don't have it, you can type in your address and I will post one to you. Now, can I ask, if you have vitamin C, kindly throw it in this bag. If you have vitamin A, very dangerous, kindly throw it in this bag. If you are using topical vitamin A as a cream, make sure you inform your dermatologist or whoever gave it to you, because taking vitamin A, whether through your food or topically, you can give birth to a baby with a lot of deformity and blindness. Okay, so vitamin A is not allowed. Throw it in this bag. Vitamin E is not allowed. Supplements, throw it in this bag. Omega-3, you are not allowed. Throw it here. Collagen, definitely not allowed. Kindly throw it here. Okay? Evening primrose, you are not allowed. Throw it here. 7 C's, you are not allowed to take it. Kindly throw it here. Magnesium, you are not allowed. I said, throw it here. CQ10, I said you are not allowed. Can you kindly throw that CQ10 here? Well, woman, you are not allowed. Throw it here. Pregnant care, I said what I said. You are not allowed. Kindly, please throw it here. Excuse me, if you are refusing to throw it here, you've been taking it all this while. Did you get pregnant? No. You have to throw every single medication here. Trust me on this. Again, I didn't say throw it away. I said throw it here in this bag. Tie it up. Okay? When you get pregnant, and you carry your baby for 9 months, after 9 months, you can untie it, look inside. If they are not expired, then you can start taking them again. But as long as you are going to be embarking on Edith's method of natural gender selection, you are not allowed any medication except folic acid and iron medication if you require it. Exceptions again goes to people with high blood pressure. You are allowed to be taking your blood pressure tablets. Only if you have diabetes, you are allowed to take your metformin or glucophage, as it is called. Any other medication, null and void. You are not allowed. If you have paracetamol, throw it here. If you have Tylenol, throw it here. Lemsip, throw it here. Ibuprofen, throw it here. Cocodamol, throw it here. Tramadol, throw it here. Felvin, throw it here. Mefenamic acid in this bag. Tranexamic acid in this bag. Diclofenac in this bag. Sulfadine in this bag. Sulfadol in this bag. What else? Doliprane in this bag. Tacaprina, you are throwing it in here. OK medicine, you are throwing it in here. Antibiotics, you are not allowed to use it. If you use antibiotics, you are not allowed to get pregnant that month. Wait in 2 months' time and start trying. 2-3 months' time and start trying. If you take malaria medicine, you can't get pregnant that month. Cancel and try back again in 3 months' time. If you take typhoid fever medication, don't bother getting pregnant that month. Just wait. After 3 months, you try again. Okay, guys, please, all you have to do, trust me on this. Give me only 1 month. 1 month, max 2 months. If you do not get pregnant, then you are free to do whatsoever you wish. But to the best of my knowledge, if this doesn't work for you, I don't know what is going to work. Okay? Take a screenshot if you want to, or you can keep the recording for yourself. And then by the time we go on the next slide, you are going to see how we are going to be incorporating all this on our circle in order to maximize our chances of getting pregnant from the first trial. Okay? Thank you if you've listened to me thus far, and let's get it going. At this point, can I ask you get your books out? This kind of exercise book, or if you have a disposable or reusable calendar, I don't know, you can use that one as well, because we are going to be writing out our calendar for the month of April, May, June, up to July. Okay? And you will then be learning how to properly calculate your circle. Okay? And I can show you that at the end of the day, what you will be calculating will be more accurate than any app ever developed on this planet. Okay? I will advise that both the old students and new students, please participate in the exercise. You cannot stop learning. You have to keep learning until it becomes second nature, until you are able to calculate straight out from your bed, okay? Now, let's start. Start writing. April is 30 days. So start writing your calendar. April calendar. Write 1 to 30. Right? The next one is May, and May is 31 days. The next one is June. June is 30 days. Guys, make sure you are getting the numbers right, because one day mistake can make a whole lot of, it can jumble up the whole calculation, okay? And the last one is July. July is 31 days. I'll just write few dates in August, just in case our volunteers will have their dates shooting over. Now, guys, are we ready? Now, I need about 1 or 2 volunteers, somebody to volunteer their own date, and then I'll use their dates, and I'm choosing somebody from YouTube, not from TikTok. Okay, so I have Frida Boye. Let me see. She said April 27, May 20. Okay, April. Where is it now? Oh, it disappeared. Oh my God, people are okay. April 27, May 20th, June 14, and July 12. So the person I'm using, I'm seeing double. I've mixed it all up. I was actually mixing up. Okay, so this person has April 25. So, guys, too many comments. Let me go back to the original person. Another person's own is just messing up with what I already saw. 25th, 20th, 14, and 12th. So it's 25th, 20th, 14, and 12. And the person I'll be using is Lonnie Neyman from YouTube. Okay, now everybody, this is how to calculate your ovulation, your cycle first. You calculate how many days, to know how many days cycle you have, before you then go ahead to help identify your estimated ovulation. Now, if you know when you saw your period in the month of April, circle it like so. It's always good to have a few months like this. That way you will be able to see the pattern in all the cycle, what has been happening to you all this while. Okay? Now, if you know why you saw your period in the month of April, circle it like so. In the month of May, this person I'm using saw another period 20th. And this person saw another period on the 14th. And this person saw another period on the 12th. 12th of July. What's that her name again? Lonnie Neyman. Lonnie Neyman, this is for you. Now, in order to start counting, this is what you do. This first period on this April is day 1. And the next time you start seeing your period is the last. Again, if you are circling the dates you saw your period, you are just circling the first day of the period. You are taking note of the day 1 of the period. It doesn't matter if your period lasted for 3 days or for 4 days or 5 days, 6 days, it doesn't matter. It's immaterial. All you need to take note of is the first day of your period. Okay? Now, this Lonnie Neyman saw her period in the month of April on the 25th. You circle it. She saw it again in the month of May on the 20th. Circle it like so. She saw it again in the month of June, 14th. Circle. And in the month of July, circle. Now you start counting. Day 1, day last. Day 1, day last. Now, day 1, day last. Day 1, day last. Another one, day 1, day last. Day 1, day last. Again, day 1, day last. Day 1, day last. Day 1, day last. Day 1, day last. You go again, day 1, day last. Now you can start counting. Day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26. 26. You write the 26 up here and put a comma. This red is not very red. Put a comma. So we've counted day 1, day last, it gives us 26. Now we are now going day 1. You know this was day last for this. Now it will now change to day 1 for this. Day 1, day last. And then you can start counting day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26. 26. You write it again up there and put a comma. Okay? Now we've done day 1, day last, 26. Day 1, day last, 26. Now we are doing day 1, day last. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. 29. You write the 29 up here. And that is all we have. Again, some of you, between the month of April to the month of July, you might have 4 numbers. You might have 4 cycles. That is completely fine. Okay? But most of you will have between the month of April to July, most of you will have 3 cycles, which is still completely fine. Okay? But as many months you have, you can start from March if you still have your March date, or you can start for February. It's just to give you an idea of possibly how many days cycle you have or what is going on with your cycle. Now, if you look at these numbers carefully, once it's just 1 day difference or 2 days, max 3 days difference, that's completely fine. But once you look at this number and it's like a roller coaster going up and down, 1 minute is 26, the next minute is 37, the next minute is 36, is 22, is 21, is 28, is an indication of somebody that was very sick, or somebody that have been abusing painkillers, or somebody that have been taking medication, or somebody that is under serious antibiotics treatment, or somebody who has been having malaria tablets indiscriminately, or typhoid, or somebody that have been taking unnecessary concoctions. Okay? So I would advise you, if you are taking any concoction, if you don't stop, you will never, ever get pregnant. Concoctions have done more harm than good, especially cloves. If you are taking cloves, I don't know if you are going to get pregnant in this generation. It might be in the next world if you don't stop. Okay? Having said that, now that you have your 3 numbers, 3 circle, for some of you, now that you have your 4 circle, look at those numbers carefully. Look at those numbers carefully and choose the smallest circle. Choose the smallest circle for this Newman. Is it Neyman or I can't remember. Lonnie Neyman. For Lonnie Neyman, she has 26 days circle, 26, another 26, and then 29. Meaning that her smallest circle is 26. Guys, if you have your own circle, you have 4 or 3, look at them carefully and choose look at the numbers carefully and choose the smallest number. In this case, the smallest number is 26. Choose that smallest number and divide it by 2. Now, 26 divided by 2 is 13. Whatever is your smallest number, choose your smallest number, divide by 2. Okay? Your own smallest number might be 30. It could be 21. It could be 35. It could be 31, 32, 28, 29. Whatever number you choose, make sure you divide that number by 2. Now, for her, I'm choosing 26 because that's the smallest number. And I will say 26 divided by 2 is 13. You will then count that 13 from the last day of your period, the last period you had in July. I'm counting 13 from this last period in July, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13. You circle the 13 like so. And very quickly, you will circle the 3 days before this 24, like so. Now, this 24, this one you circled is your estimated ovulation. Okay? That date is one of the most important dates you have. However, these 3 dates before this estimated ovulation, they are as important as well as the estimated ovulation. Why? Just in case your ovulation decides to come early, you would be able to catch it. Okay? And if your ovulation decides to come after this, you will still catch it, because when you start testing then with your ovulation tester, you can't miss it. You will keep testing until the day you will see that you are at the peak of your ovulation. Guys, it is important after circling this estimated ovulation that you circle these 3 days before it, because those 3 days are the day that you will start testing with your clear blue. Remember, on the previous slide, you will be testing with your clear blue ovulation tester. Okay? I hope that's clear so far. Now, you might just ask, now we have all the dates. Now we know the estimated ovulation. Now we have identified the 3 days before the estimated ovulation. So what? What will we be doing with these dates? This is where everything gets even more interesting. So you have to listen attentively, because it's one thing to know your ovulation, is another thing to do the right thing in order to get pregnant. On that month, you start seeing your period. In this same month, you want to get pregnant. When you started seeing your period in the same month, you want to get pregnant. From the day one of this period, as soon as you spot the blood, even if it's just a drop, from the day you start seeing your period, you are not allowed paracetamol. You are not allowed Tylenol. You are not allowed Panadol. You are not allowed Felvin. You are not allowed Tacaprina. You are not allowed Doliprane. You are not allowed OK medicine. You are not allowed ibuprofen. You are not allowed Sopadine. You are not allowed Sopadol. You are not allowed Tramadol. You are not allowed Cocodamol. You are not allowed Lemsip. You are not allowed diclofenac. You are not allowed tranexamic acid. You are not allowed mefenamic acid. You are not allowed any form of medication or painkillers. You are not allowed antibiotics. You are not allowed malaria medicine. If you take malaria medicine, you can't get pregnant. Don't try for pregnancy. Try in 3 months. If you take typhoid medicine, typhoid fever medication, you are not allowed to get pregnant. Try in 3 months' time, okay? If you are sick, don't bother getting pregnant. It's better for you to be healthy. Look after yourself. Don't get pregnant. Try again in 3 months. What am I saying in essence? You are not allowed any form of medication. Why? Why are you not allowed any form of medication, even the tiniest dose of painkiller? That is because the process of conception begins on this day you start seeing your period. The process of conception begins on this day, meaning that whatever you do will tell the story later on. Whatever you do here can cause you not to test positive to pregnancy. Whatever you do here can cause future miscarriage. Remember, when you're building a house, if the foundation is not strong, the building will eventually collapse. It's going to be only a matter of time. So if you're trying for a baby, this is your foundation. From the day you start seeing your period. So you have to be extremely careful. That's number one, don't. Number two, don't. From the day you start seeing your period, the same month you want to get pregnant, you are not allowed clove water. Cloves. You are not allowed. You are not allowed lemon and lime. You are not allowed. Lemon and lime can cause you abortion. Lemon and lime was used to do abortion in the 60s, 70s, and 80s in Nigeria. Be careful. You are not allowed. You are not allowed ginger shots. Okay? You are not allowed to chew raw garlic. If you want a baby, you are planning for a baby from the day you start seeing your period. You are not allowed. Okay? Guys, you are not allowed to take spices that they use for pepper soup spices, which is prekese, uziza, uda, all those African seeds. In case you are a white person watching me, they are very strong spices that are used to wash the womb after birth. You are not allowed to taste them. You cannot taste them. You cannot eat the pepper soup soup, and you cannot eat nsala soup. That is a white soup in the eastern part of Nigeria. You are not allowed. Okay? Again, you are not allowed to take herbal teas. No herbal teas allowed. No Chinese tea. You are not allowed to take Indian tea. You are not allowed to take Vietnamese tea or concoction. Believe it or not, somebody was paying 600 euro per month for Vietnamese concoction for over 3 months, and she did not even get pregnant still. You are not allowed. You are not allowed green tea. Even though it is healthy, you are not allowed from the day you start seeing your period, the same month you want to get pregnant. You are not allowed. You are not allowed any form of slimming teas. You are not allowed slimming medication, appetite suppressant. You are not allowed. Now, if you're trying for a baby, please, you are not allowed to eat nuts. No cashew nuts, no Brazil nuts, no pistachios, no walnuts. Walnut is what Yoruba people call asala. You are not allowed. You are not allowed peanuts, granuts. Okay? Again, Ghanaians, you are not allowed granite soup or peanut soup. Please. You are not allowed. Now, the only kind of nuts, if you would ever want to eat nuts, the only kind of nuts you can eat is almond nuts. Only almond nuts that you are allowed to eat. Now, next thing, from the day you start seeing your period, the same month you want to get pregnant, especially if you want a baby boy, you are not allowed to eat pork meat, pork chop, ham, rations, bacon. You are not allowed to eat it. You are not allowed sausages, sausage rolls. You are not allowed. Hot dog, shawarma. You are not allowed. Pork meat is extremely acidic. Okay? I know we have other acidic food, but there is a reason why I have specified pork meat. Okay? You are not allowed. And you are not allowed Scotch egg because the coating of the Scotch egg is made from bacon. You are not allowed. The next thing, if you're trying for a baby for many years and you are specifically trying for a baby boy, you are not allowed all minerals, all of them. No Coke, no 7-Up, no Fanta, no Sprite, no Mirinda, no Pepsi, no nothing. No apple juice, no orange juice, no beetroot juice, no any kind of juice, no cranberry juice. The only liquid you can have is water. You can only drink water. I will tell you when you can have your water, your minerals again, not just yet. Okay? Now, the next thing on the list, if you're trying for a baby for many years or you are specifically trying for a baby boy, you are not allowed fried foods. You cannot fry puff. You are not allowed. You are not allowed fried buns. You are not allowed akara. You are not allowed fried donuts. You are not allowed. Fried plantain, you cannot take. Fried yam, no. Fried sweet potato, you are not allowed any fried food. Okay? The only thing you can do with your food, you can air fry them. You can eat boiled food. You can eat oven baked food. But avoid fried foods for the time you start seeing your period, the same month you would like to get pregnant. Okay? Now, what else am I missing out? I think that's about, no. If you're trying for a baby, this day you start seeing your period, the same month you want to get pregnant, you are not allowed coffee. You are not allowed cappuccino. You are not allowed English Earl Grey tea. You are not allowed any caffeine. You are not allowed hot chocolate if you want baby boy. You are not allowed milkshake if you want baby boy. You are not allowed sugary foods. You are not allowed, okay? You are not allowed hot chocolate and milkshake, ice cream. You are not allowed. All the junks, you cannot take them, okay? Chicken and chips, blah blah blah. I've spoken about fried food, and I think that's them all. However, if I remember anything, I'll let you know again. Now, let's go to the real deal. Those are all the don'ts I mentioned, but again, there might still be more. From the day you start seeing your period, from the day one you spot your blood. However, you can start from now, even if you are not planning for pregnancy. Like if you have PCOS, just start eating avocado. If you have ovarian cysts, start eating avocado now. If you have if you're battling with tumors or growth or fibroids, be eating avocado. If you have hormonal imbalance, start eating your avocado long before now. Okay. However, most importantly, if you have been trying for many years or you are trying specifically for a baby boy, from the day you start seeing your period, you eat your avocado. Avocado, avocado, every day, avocado. You are eating your avocado, you are taking your folic acid, you are drinking your water, you are minding your business. You are eating your avocado, you are taking your folic acid, you are drinking your water, you are minding your business. Avocado every day. And when you get to these 3 days before your estimated ovulation, when you get to 3 days before your estimated ovulation, you double your avocado intake. And if you are able to tolerate it, triple your avocado intake. Okay? Triple your avocado intake from the 3 days before your estimated ovulation. You triple your avocado intake, you then bring out your clear blue ovulation tester. When you get to these 3 days before your ovulation, when you get to these 3 days before your estimated ovulation, bring out your ovulation tester. Bring out your clear blue ovulation tester, the one that says 4 plus more days. You can find it on my TikTok page. Okay, I did a video and I pinned it. It's the only post video that I pinned. Or better still, you can go to my TikTok page. Underneath my profile picture, you will see Linktree. Click on the Linktree, you will see Amazon. When Amazon opens, you will see the ovulation tester there. Get it. Preferably get the 30 sticks, just so that you have more than enough to test. And if peradventure, God forbid, you do not get pregnant that month, at least you will have more than enough ovulation tester to test the following month. When you get the 36, make sure you still get your clear blue pregnancy tester, because you will be testing for pregnancy exactly 2 weeks after the peak of your ovulation. While you are still there, you can still get your folate, your folic acid. I don't want folic acid with B12 or D or vitamin D or anything, just folate. If you're finding it difficult to find just folate, go and get it from my TikTok page or my Amazon storefront via my Linktree. Okay, now let's get back to this. 3 days before your estimated ovulation, bring out your ovulation tester and test. Morning, and if you see this empty circle like this, that's completely fine. There is no cause for alarm. Test night, and if it's still empty circle like this, there's no problem. That's completely fine. You come the next day, test in the morning. If it's empty circle like this, Don't worry, nothing is wrong with you. You're perfectly okay. Test again, night. If the result on your clear blue ovulation tester is still showing empty circle like this, that's completely okay. Test the following day in the morning. If it's empty still, that's completely fine. There is no issues with you. There is no cause to be worried. Just test again, nighttime. And if this decides to come up and is flashing, you see this smiley face, this baby is flashing. It's flashing. That's completely fine. However, you are not allowed to do anything just yet. Okay? You test again the following day. If this face is still flashing, that's completely fine. But sorry, you can't still do anything with your husband. You test again, night, and if this is still flashing, you are okay. There is nothing wrong with you, but you have to keep waiting. You test again the following day, and if this baby decides to still be flashing, unfortunately, you still have to wait. Okay? There is no problem. There is nothing wrong with you, but try again tonight, another night. You test again at night, and if this baby then decides to stand still, this smiley face refuses to move. It's just standing like that, not moving at all. Congratulations. However, you have to wait. As soon as you see this baby standing still, the baby is not moving anymore, it's just standing like that, you will then count 12 hours. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Once you count 12 hours, you can then meet with your husband. That's you meet. You how do I say? You meet with your husband. You do the bedroom things. Okay? Afterwards, you will then wait another 48 hours. After another 48 hours, praise God, you can go back to eating all your fried foods again. After 48 hours, you can go back to drinking all your minerals again. However, you cannot drink Coca-Cola until you have tested positive to pregnancy. Okay? You can go back to taking all your hot chocolate. After 48 hours, you can go back to taking ice creams, all your junk food, all the pork meat and all. However, you can never, ever go back to eating nuts until the day you deliver your baby. And then even when you deliver your baby, you are not allowed to kiss your baby after eating nuts. And even you are not allowed to carry your baby after eating nuts until you have made sure that your hands are completely clean. Why? Nut allergy is extremely dangerous. It can kill within minutes, and in some certain circumstances, within seconds. And when it kills, it's irreversible death. Now, after 48 hours, you can never, ever go back to taking lemon and lime. You can never, ever go back to taking ginger shots until you deliver your baby. You can never, ever go back to taking cloves until you deliver your baby. After 48 hours, you can never, ever go back to taking pepper soup or nsala soup, white Nigerian soup. until you deliver that baby. Okay? And you can never, ever go back to taking coffee, caffeine, anything that has coffee, English Earl Grey tea, cappuccino, anything with coffee and the likes of it. You can never take them until you deliver your baby. Okay? And most importantly, I don't know how to emphasize this. You can never, ever, ever go back to paracetamol, ibuprofen, Nurofen, Tylenol, Doliprane, Tacaprina, OK medicine, diclofenac, mefenamic acid, tranexamic acid, antibiotics, Lemsip, tramadol, cocodamol. I don't bloody care what kind of illness that is. You are not allowed to take medicine. If you take it, I'm sorry to tell you, you have more than 99% chances of losing that pregnancy, especially in your early trimester. You are not allowed to take any medication. You are not. You cannot go back to malaria medication. You cannot go back to typhoid fever medication. You cannot go back to antibiotics. You cannot. If you take it, you will lose the baby. You are not allowed. And that is all for you as the woman. Now, hello, what about the man? What is my husband expected to do? From the day you start seeing your period, the same month you want to get pregnant, your husband is not allowed to come near you. Your husband is not allowed to go near his side chick. Your husband is not allowed to go near his girlfriends. Your husband is not allowed to come on himself. What does that mean? Your husband is not allowed to masturbate or ejaculate. The first time your husband will be ejaculating is the day this baby is standing still. The day this smiley face is standing still and you have counted 12 hours. That is the first day your husband is allowed to ejaculate. And that will be, he will be ejaculating inside of you. That is the only thing the man needs to do. Okay? This is to ensure that his sperm is strong and rich enough to fertilize your eggs or your egg. Another thing, if you want to help your husband, maybe if he's anxious or having cold feet due to the pressure of preparing to have a baby, you can get him to eat avocado and banana. It will help with his erection and stamina. Okay? If you've listened to me thus far, I don't have any doubts. I sincerely congratulate you. And I know if you do everything I've just said, you cross all your T's and dot all your I's, do everything meticulously, I have no iota of doubt. And my full confidence is in the Lord that no matter what, with the help of God, you will test positive to pregnancy. If not in the first month, inevitably the second month. Good luck and God bless. Thank you, everyone. Is there any question? Any question? Now, those of you that participated in the exercise, if you have a decimal on your number, I can use that one as an example as well. Or I can quickly show you on the board. Like some of you, that maybe when you divide your number, and for example, if you have 28, 28, 20, no, if you have 29, 29, 30, meaning that the lowest number will be 29. What will you do with the 29? You divide the 29 by 2, And 29 divided by 2 is 14.5. This is how you will count it. Let's take, for instance, that this is the month. You will count like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Point. The point will be here. Can you see the point? What you will then do, because you're not solving mathematics, you just circle the 2 dates together. Okay? You circle the 2 dates. If you're doing it, if you have your number, the one you're using now, there is a point in your answer. This is how you do it. You put the point. So that means you're going to circle the number in front of the point and circle the number at the back of it, and then circle 3 days before it. So these two numbers becomes your estimated ovulation. These two numbers, that means your ovulation is between these two numbers. And then you must remember to circle these 3 days before your estimated ovulation. I hope that is clear. Okay? Now, I'm going to end the YouTube video just so that it's not too long for people to go back to that class, because this will be the single most important video you will ever need in order to get pregnant.